Good morning. I'm Pastor Ron, and welcome to New Hope Each Day. I want to ask you a question before we get into today's video. What do you want from church? I think that's a question we need to ask all of ourselves. Deep down, we all long to be connected to others in a genuine Christian community. However, for many, that can bring up past memories of possibly betrayal or pain they've experienced at maybe other churches or the current church that they attend. But I assure you that God has a plan to develop a true connection to the church and to be a part of a true community. He wants us to feel this connection with other Christians. Today I'm looking at Romans 12, and it's commonly referred to as a Romans 12 Christian, being a Romans 12 Christian. We're going to start in verse 9. Let love be without hypocrisy. Detest evil, cling to what is good. Love one another deeply as brothers and sisters. Outdo one another in showing honor. Do not lack diligence and zeal. Be fervent in spirit, serve the Lord. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in affliction. Be persistent in prayer. Share with the saints in their needs. Pursue hospitality. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Weep with those who weep. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be proud. Instead, associate with the humble. Do not be wise in your own estimation. Do not repay anyone evil for evil. Give careful thought to do what is honorable in everyone's eyes. If possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. Friends, do not avenge yourselves. Instead, leave room for God's wrath, because it is written, "Vengeance belongs to me. I will repay," says the Lord. But if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. For in doing so, you will be heaping fiery coals on his head. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Heaping fiery coals on our enemies' heads. Well, I'm here to tell you, if that's your takeaway from that verse, you're looking at it a little wrong. This verse comes from a tradition that the Egyptians had during Paul's time when he wrote this. And the tradition was that if you and I had a disagreement and we both honestly believed we were correct, if it was found out later that I was mistaken, I would go home and they would take a metal pot and they would put hot coals in it. And what the Egyptians would do is wrap it in a cloth and they would wear it on their head in an effort to sweat out the mistake that they had. So you see, heaping burning coals on your enemies' heads is an attempt to help them to be better. Hebrews 10:25 reminds us, not neglecting to gather together as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging each other, and all the more as you see the day approaching. We're a family, adopted sons and daughters of God. Family does not always get along, but family is still family. We have people that have had issues in the church with other people, and family isn't always going to get along. We know people that, say, have gone through divorces, have, say, a criminal past even. We're all a work in progress. God is always constantly working on the clay, the earthen vessel. We need to be there for each other, support each other. That's what a family does. And remember, forgiveness is as much for you as it is for the one you forgive. Please remember, love others today as He loves us. God bless.